Listen, here's the thing. We're back.
Are you shitting me? No.
But it is officially spring.
I'd rather do 8 million other things than go to Coachella.
Like, I had to, sign my life in blood just to go to the bathroom when I was in high school.
Lame.
Okay, Meko sleeps like a vampire.
I'm sorry. It's a shitty place.
I think Jeff's team is probably more advanced than NASA.
Why they're flying in a spaceship shaped like a penis is beyond me.
Do you do any crazy big spring cleaning?
I don't. I know people that do.
Oh, you scared, Nugget?
Oh, sorry, Nugget.
Oh, he's okay. He'll survive. He'll survive, and before too long, he's going to be the only dog at home.
What happened?
So we took Shay out to the ranch this past weekend. Is like her final, hurrah
You guys
at the ranch.
decided?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So her hips are just not doing good. And we're about to make the hardest decision ever. You just wish that they would just go on their own time. I'm ready. This isn't fun anymore. Bye.
Yeah.
But no, I don't like it when you have to make a decision. So, but yeah.
Oh, that's so sad.
So
I'm sorry.
everybody was giving her all the treats.
Of course.
And she was eating burgers and chips and sausage.
I saw this thing, I don't know if it was a meme or something on Instagram, but this vet in his clinic had a whole jar of Kisses, Hershey's Kisses, and it says every dog must have a kiss and a piece of chocolate before they go.
Oh, their last kiss.
Their last kiss.
Yeah. And then they get to enjoy chocolate because we try to avoid to give our dogs chocolate all the time.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sad.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
So
that sucks.
No, tough moment.
Yeah.
But let's ignore that part and talk about how much fun you had this past weekend.
Oh, it was so fun. So I get together with these girls a couple times a year. We try to, at least. Now, I'm going to see some of them again in October, but we try to space it out a bit. Mm-hmm. It's like fall, spring works for us. And now a lot of us are scattered throughout the country. It's not just California and me. It's Arizona, Tennessee, Michigan, California, So it's harder to get together, but at least we try to keep the time zone so that it's not brutal for everybody.
Right.
This trip was a little brutal for everybody because it was not only a long haul for the West Coasters, but then once you landed in Boston, then we had to drive an hour to the little town that Kelly lives in, which is beautiful. It's right on the Cape. And, so everybody got in. It's fine. It was all fine. But
the view from her house that you guys posted is gorgeous.
Yeah. It was great.
Super fun. And I love that you guys had a cardboard cutout of Patty because she couldn't get there till Friday.
Yeah. She didn't get there till Saturday.
Did
she
her
literally
stuff get delayed?
Yep. She got delayed. Oh. She was supposed to come in Saturday, but not until 10 p.m. or something. And then it got delayed till midnight. And then she didn't get into our house until 2 a.m., I think. Oh. So she had all day Saturday with us and then left Sunday morning.
Oh.
She's a good friend.
She's a good friend.
No, she is a good friend. 6.5-hour flight for 12 hours is a good friend.
That is a good friend.
So she, but Patty, she rolled with it. She was like, whatever. I read a book and.
Yeah. Tell me the story about the wigs on your bar crawl or whatever you did.
Oh, it was a food tour.
Okay.
So it was a food tour of north end of Boston, which is the Italian part of Boston. So it's where a lot of immigrants came from Italy and settled in North Boston. So a lot of the original owners, ancestors or whatever, run the markets and they run the restaurants, and that's where we toured. So our tour guide was a local Italian guy. Really great. But behind the wig was that Sibylla, who was the birthday girl, loves wigs.
Okay.
And so that was the theme. And she asked us all to dress in wigs. Now, this was a long challenge because everybody started shopping for wigs, I don't know, when we knew this trip was going to happen.
Okay.
Except Jody and me. So Jody shopped for the both of us. And she's like, listen, I have 2 ponytails. I'll bring those. And no one told each other what they were going to wear.
Okay, perfect.
Until that morning.
Okay. So was it a full wig with a ponytail, or was
No,
it kind
just
of
a
like
pony. It was like a clip-in, but it was so long and heavy that my neck hurt.
Oh my gosh, it was like a
from
big,
wearing
thick,
it.
heavy fishtail braid.
Well, Yvette braided it. It was just a regular long piece, and then it was just so shaggy
Yeah.
that Yvette braided it for me. And then I wore a hat to keep it all in because it was like taking my head to the side. And then I couldn't take it anymore. Halfway through the trip, I was like, I got to
did you rip it off?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because most of the pictures I saw of you were rocking that braid.
Yeah. Well, they took all the pictures at the beginning of the tour.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
But that was the final day. But before that, we did really cool things. Like we went to Newport, Rhode Island, which is the cutest little town. I've been there years and years ago, but it's been a while. And saw these huge mansions. Toured a mansion, the Breakers Mansion, which is the Vanderbilt summer home.
Okay.
Gorgeous. Super. It's where they filmed The Gilded Age.
Oh, okay.
Which I've never seen. In fact,
it's a good show. It's on HBO
There's
Max.
one room. It's the ballroom. I think it's called the ballroom. And they have a huge sign. It's like, this is where we filmed whatever scene of The Gilded Age.
Okay.
And so that was fun to do. It took us all day. And then and we shopped there and then, ate a lot of chowder.
Yeah.
And seafood. And
Fun.
yeah, it was great.
It's super fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then we had a birthday party and so it was all good. What did you do? You went to
We went out to the ranch on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Kylie's boyfriend had a lacrosse game on Saturday. Okay, so I had never been to a lacrosse game before. I had never seen a lacrosse game. They all look like they wear Green Goblin helmets. Mm-hmm. And they're like very aerodynamic for somebody who's just like running around on a field.
Yeah.
And it is very physical. Like they whack each other with those lacrosse sticks. They do. They wear shoulder pads and like a chest pad.
Do they wear knees or anything?
No, they just have on like shorts and.
What if somebody took that stick and like cross-checked him like below?
I mean, I'm sure that happens. It's a lot of like chopping. It's a lot of chopping at the wrist, tripping of the ankles, and it's totally legal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never.
There was one kid that was playing defense, and he had like his stick out in front of him. And it almost looked like he was going to get on it and he was going to be like at a hobby horse like convention. It was really kind of funny. I just kept making fun of him the whole time. But it was really good. It was a close game, so it was entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
But it's just weird because they can catch the ball in the net of their lacrosse stick and then they can just run to the other side of the field. So it's not like basketball where you have to dribble. It's not like hockey where you have to like stick handle. Right. And I mean, when the passing happens and it's good, it's very entertaining to watch. It just seems illegal to just run across the field.
So kind of like football that way, because you can hold a football and run down the field.
Yes. So it's like a possession game like basketball and football offense. I don't know. There's a lot of things going on. I don't understand a lot of it.
Yeah.
But it was a beautiful day.
Good.
So that was, I agreed to go because it was very nice out. The sun was warm. And then we went out to the ranch and like a bunch of families went out there and like Kylie had a bunch of friends and no, it was great. It was like the perfect like spring afternoon.
Yeah.
Campfire and burgers and just like hanging out. The kids, went out on like the ATVs and stuff like that. So it was great. But when Kylie's boyfriend came out, that's when he did his promposal.
Came out where?
To the ranch.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's cute.
And her sign was like a 21 Pilots thing. Like it was a theme on titles from a 21 Pilots song.
Got it.
And then he gave her 2 dozen pink roses.
Oh,
so
that's sweet.
Now, did they have promposals? I mean, I didn't have promposals when I was in high school.
In 1991? Are you shitting me? No. We barely had a prom.
Yeah. And I mean, I had a friend text me last night. Her son is going to ask a girl like as a friend.
Yeah.
But she's like, hey, since you're a girl mom, like, I just want to know, is a sign mandatory? And I go, I don't think it's mandatory, but I'm like, with everybody else getting a sign, I'm going to lean towards a yes.
Yeah.
I go, maybe if it's strictly like
or just do it like really cool. I've seen people do it in a driveway where they wrote it. Prom.
Oh, like in like chalk or something like that. Like
or
prom,
in the
mark.
sand, they're like prom. Or, I don't know.
Like on the beaches
of
Midland.
I don't know this. This is new to me.
But, and I go, if it's strictly just as friends, at least flowers for a gesture, I would think. Because you don't want to, your friends are posting all this stuff and then you're the girl who is just like, hey, yo, you want to go to prom?
Yeah. I mean, you know what was a thing though is going with somebody else.
Yeah, there was no going in a group of all girls.
That was not
anything.
a thing.
No.
So I like that aspect where you can go even if you don't have, there's no pressure to have a date.
Absolutely.
So last year, Evie didn't have a date.
Yeah.
And she went with a group of friends.
Yeah.
And
It's perfect.
It was fine.
Yeah.
But rarely do they ever make it to the actual dance.
Well, okay, this is what I don't like about this town is that the kids are kind of like, oh, yeah, no, we were at the dance for like, some are like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Some are like an hour. I don't know who's really staying there the whole time. I loved going to the dance. Now, my prom was different. It was at a big banquet hall, and it was a full sit-down dinner. It was like going to a wedding. So, and I actually went to 3 proms my senior year of high school. I went to my prom, I went to the Christian school's prom, and I went to the Catholic school's prom. Oh, I was a busy girl. And it was 3 weekends in a row.
Fun. Did you wear the same dress?
I wore the same dress. I just wore my hair different.
Oh, okay.
I didn't really have a friend that had the same body type as mine that I would be able to like borrow somebody else's dress.
Did you get really pictures with each date?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm sure if I dig through a tub of pictures that, I'm sure at this point my parents have probably already given them to me, but it could be at their house. Oh yeah, no, there's pictures. And I know by my hairstyle, well, obviously if I'm with the boy, but if it's just a picture of me, I know by the hairstyle what dance I was at.
God, you have a good memory.
Right? So.
I could barely remember my proms.
Really?
I went to 3, I think. Not my senior year, just total.
Just a total?
Yeah. And they were really memorable.
Yeah, I didn't go to prom my junior year. I had a boyfriend in college my junior year.
Oh, okay. He didn't come back?
No, he didn't go to my high school.
Oh.
I met him
because
he.
From your high school?
What's that?
You had to bring somebody from your high school?
No, I didn't want to bring him to my prom.
Got it.
I had brought him to, because we had like a winter dance called Turnabout where like the girl asks the boy. And I brought him to that and it was just awkward.
Yeah.
And I think it was the first time where he kind of gave me an ick, the way that he was like acting with my friends.
Well, it's got to be tough for you to come back to a high school function once you're gone.
And it wasn't even his high school.
Right.
So, I mean, he didn't even know these kids.
I don't know if I would do that.
Yeah.
I mean, if it were me. But I mean, I see kids do it all the time. They seem fine. And they must like the person they're with enough to be willing to do that. But I don't know that I would.
Yeah.
I would be like, you know what? I'm going to sit this one out.
Right.
If you want to go, pick a friend or do whatever you need to do.
Yeah.
But
oh, no, I think he was,
also
he
then
was a
you
little
feel
too possessive for that. But,
really awkward.
Yeah.
Especially when you're 17 or 18.
I did not like it. And it was the first time I was kind of just put off.
Yeah.
Because I had never seen him insecure before.
Oh.
And I'm like, these kids are 2 years younger than you. Like, why are you acting this way? So it was just weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, long time ago. But I mean, it was a big deal. Like you went to someone's house and like their parents put on a spread and then you got into a limo and you took a limo to the dance and then, you know, to whatever after party or whatnot. And it was like a super big deal. This is more like get really dressed up, go out to dinner.
And then go to a party.
So.
Lame.
And it kind of is lame. I just feel bad because I remember.
Well, you know what? Times are different, and there are more things to do in life than there was 20, 30 years ago. You know, like 20 or 30 years, like literally we lived for prom and for homecoming.
But don't you think the school should recognize, like, these kids aren't staying? What do you need to switch up? What do you need to do differently? And the prom is done with both high schools in town, which I think is a big
Which are rivals.
Yeah, and a big mistake.
Right.
You know? So I don't agree with that either.
I don't either. I think they should have their own, and then they should have it nice. Like, if you made it nice, it's at a shitty, I'm sorry, it's a shitty place. I don't like going to the venue that they're having their prom at.
Is it at the place across? Okay, yeah.
I mean, I've been going to weddings there since I was 5.
Yeah.
And I think it looks exactly the same. So if you expect children to stay at a venue, make it really fun and have it interactive and have games and have like whatever kids like besides standing there with a DJ that's like, come on, everybody.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. No,
because
I totally
when
know
you
what
have
mean.
many choices in life, like they do, why would you want to go stand around with your rival high school?
It's so random and so weird.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't expect anything more this year either. But
So.
tradition stands in this town. It's kind of funny.
Yes. But Kylie has a major case of senioritis. Does Evie?
Well, yeah. I mean, she has missed a bunch of school because she has her wisdom teeth pulled. But
Sweet girl.
she, I think so. She's got so many tests, so it's kind of ridiculous. Really? Yeah.
Today was the first day in a very long time. Kylie's like, yeah, I actually have some homework I have to do. She has a very easy semester. I was like, I mean, technically, I know you probably don't have to go, but you have to go. Like, you have to show up and, make a point to finish out the year.
Right.
At least with attendance, because you're not doing anything at all. She watched the Masters on Thursday and Friday in her accounting class.
Oh.
The teacher didn't even teach. They just had the Masters on.
Lovely.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Evie has to get good grades because she has to turn in her transcripts at the end of the year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, that's what happens when you go to a prestigious school.
So she can't fuck around. Sorry, Evie, you can't. Like, even attendance is different this year than it has been in the past at Dow.
Oh, post-COVID, it made no difference if your kid showed up. You didn't get a phone call. I don't even think that they had an unexcused absence on the app. Now I get a call from the United States in the evening, and I'll be like,
and so does Chris. Does he get one too?
No, he doesn't.
Our phones are like simultaneously. It's like mine and then Randy's, and it's like Dow absence line, Dow absence line. Like,
oh, did you save the number? It just says United States in mine, and I just know it's them. And so then I'll look at the message and I'll be like, were you not in 6 hour? And she's like, I was, but then I went to so-and-so's class and hung out. Because apparently they just get to walk wherever and do whatever. I don't even think they have to get hall passes.
Oh,
I had to sign my life in blood just to go to the bathroom when I was in high school. But I went to a very different high school.
That's interesting that they wouldn't have to now.
Oh, speaking of that, so random. So I was on Facebook, as one does sometimes, as Jody would say, on the pages. And I see this girl who I grew up with. Mm-hmm. She lived around the corner from me and then actually bought my childhood home when my mom and dad, moved out to Crete. And she had said that in there that she was in Big Rapids, Michigan at Fair State University. So as I'm reading it, I could see that her son was playing volleyball.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. I'm like, maybe he's on a volleyball team in high school. I didn't even really think about there being a men's volleyball team. Obviously, maybe it's club. Yeah. So.
I mean, they're in the Olympics.
No, I know, but at Ferris. I don't think it's a D2 collegiate sport there. Anywho. So she's like, the boys did great. They left it all on the court. Had a great time. So I just wrote and I was like, oh my gosh, Chris, I'm like, I went to Ferris, my husband went to Ferris, and my daughter's going there in the fall. I'm like, I can't believe that you were up in Big Rapids. And then she's like, my son loves it there. He's having the best freshman year. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're telling me 2 kids made it out of Thornton, Illinois and went to Big Rapids? I'm like, that's awesome. So I was like, I already have my hotel for homecoming, so let me know if you're going to be there.
Oh my God. Is she going?
She said, we'll stay in touch.
Oh.
I haven't seen Chrissy Rupsage since I was, I don't know, 15 maybe. So wild, right? Yeah. So wild. So then I look at the pictures and I'm like, oh, I wonder if I could tell which one's her son. And then I look in the photos. I was like, oh, I could totally tell he looks just like his mom. So random fun little story.
That's funny.
Right? Okay, so I have this little box because Stephanie had told us about this Etsy store where the lady makes open when envelopes. Because we had talked about the open when book. Look how darling these are. I should be able to retie this just as nice. But I mean, these look like they were printed. But if you had a good printer or could do calligraphy on your own, you could easily do this. But they're beautiful brown paper envelopes. And it said, there's one that says, open when you had a great day, open when you miss home, when you're feeling lonely, when you need a good laugh, when you're feeling nervous. Are you going to
put letters in them and money?
Yes. And then I'll probably split them up with Chris and look for a good one to give to my mom, give to my dad. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, that's so cute.
Open when you tried something new. You made a new friend.
Aww.
You're exhausted. I just, such a good idea.
Such a great idea.
I don't know. I mean, hopefully she doesn't open them all at once just to see if there's cash in every envelope.
I got those books.
Oh,
that
yeah.
open one book. And that's one of my gift for grad gifts.
Yes.
And put money in the insides of them.
No. It's so
cute.
It's such a great
very
idea.
Very cute. Very, very cute.
So
I love
had
that
to
idea.
Show that. Because Kylie is getting very anxious about her graduation party. And I'm like, calm down. Like, we're not hosting it at our house. We're hosting it at a place. Like, it's going to be very easy. It's just the food, a couple of decorations, a thing with pictures. And it's just going to be people coming in and out all day.
Yeah.
You know, it's only for a couple of hours. I'm like, you feel like you're making this a bigger, well, she's never planned a party and she's not even really planning it.
Yeah.
But so uptight about it.
Oh.
I'm like, you just need to calm down. I also think that she's a little nervous because Chris and I have to go to CMA Fest. And we're gone Wednesday to Friday morning and her grad party's on Saturday. I go, but it's okay because it's not like I'm waiting for a guy to set up a tent at the house or do anything. But yeah, I don't know. It's just wild how she's like, this is not anything you need to get anxious about.
What is she anxious about?
Everything.
Oh.
I think she designed her own invitation.
Perfect.
I'm like, okay, done, check.
Yeah.
Like, now let's just make a list and see how many we have to purchase.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll go through the food. She's already designed like the signs that she wants. I just have to send them to the printer.
Yeah.
And then we
Easy
just have to go
peasy.
through some pictures. I mean, I'm not stressed about it.
Right.
May 15th, I'll kick it into like high gear. So I got a month to just slowly do a few things, and then I'll kick it into high gear.
Yeah. It'll be fine. You're having it at the club.
Yeah.
So it's easy.
Yeah.
They do a great job.
So easy peasy. I don't know why she's so uptight. I don't know. I think she's just nervous overall.
Yeah.
Like high school's ending.
Yeah.
College is on the horizon.
It's all cumulative, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, the awards night is the night before graduation. They have a lot of things coming up. NHS induction is coming up. Not that they are going to be inducted, but Evie has to hand over.
Well, yeah, because she was an
stuff.
officer, right? Yeah.
But like all the things are coming to an end.
I know.
Which is really sad and
I hope
and
we have
exciting
nice
at the
weather
same
for
time.
graduation since it's outside.
Yes.
So
That would
fingers
be-
crossed.
That would be optimal.
Right?
That was so cold for Alex's graduation.
My gosh, as soon as the sun went down.
Do you remember how windy it was? It was like today. It was so cold.
It was
so
so
windy.
cold.
You couldn't even hear the speakers. They had to hold onto their hats.
No. And then the girls wear tiny little white dresses.
Yeah.
And, open-toed shoes. So.
Yeah. Did you get reservations anywhere after?
I did not. But I don't know. Maybe we'll just have the grandparents over at our house.
I was going to say you should probably do that soon if you're going to make reservations.
Yeah. No. Didn't even think about it.
Um,
So I'll just add that to the list.
Because Midland will be making reservations too.
Right. Do we go first?
We go first. We're at
So that's
4:15.
another dumb thing about this town is that the high schools have their graduations on the same day at the Loon Stadium, which is a cool place to have graduation. The kids are out on the ball field, the parents are in the baseball stands, but they alternate which school goes first every year. But so if you're the first school, like you're in, you're out. They like kick you out so they can get the next.
Yes.
The
They're
next
like,
school
okay,
in.
congratulations. Get
So
the fuck out.
you're not taking the fun Loon Stadium family
Yeah.
pictures.
So you go, but we went back to Dow.
Yeah.
And that's where you take all the pictures,
Okay.
which is actually kind of cool because then it looks like they want to get with their friends around their school and
No, I
around the
know.
signs. And then you can go to dinner.
I'm gonna be an absolute mess.
You'll be fine. You should be proud of yourself.
That
You made it so far. You made it this far.
I
With
know.
no battle scars.
I know.
You know?
Well, there's always some battle scars. It's just what you do on the other end of those scars, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But speaking of scars, have you? Not that anybody got scarred, but Coachella this past weekend.
Oh.
There was two very big weekends going on. There was the Masters and Coachella.
Yes.
Two very, very different
Very
crowds.
different. Yeah, Jody's, a couple of my friends' kids were there.
Oh, really? Were any of them the ones that got stuck in the line for 12 hours?
Because you shouldn't drive there. That's the problem. It's in the middle of the desert.
Well, you have to get there by car. How else do you get there?
Yeah, but you get there and then you park your ass and you get transportation and have someone drop you off.
Oh.
So
I think
these are the
kids
people that were camping.
Yes, and brought like
And-
trailers and
yeah,
shit, and they were like
that's
melting
a
into the
cluster.
ground. Yeah, I heard it was super, super hot too.
Yeah, because yes.
So-
So typically the kids will get there, rent a house or something.
Okay.
And then get transportation to the field, and then because I think it's at the water or the polo fields. I'm not sure, but it's a huge, and all they do is walk and no thank you.
Right. No, people were comparing it to like fire festival planning.
And it was because the yes, it was the camping thing. Because
Okay.
I was like, oh my God, is are your kids in this shit? And they're like, no, they rented a house.
Okay.
And so I think it's just if you camp, which
Okay.
would be horrible as well.
Okay. So could you imagine if you were there partying and then all of a sudden Bernie Sanders comes out on the stage? I feel like that's kind of a buzzkill.
Yeah, what did
For
he
like
want?
the music, to talk about you're the change, change things, in the upcoming
Okay.
political future,
Sure.
whatever. Yeah, making.
I mean, that's kind of his deal. That's who he captured before in the last election.
Yeah, how'd that turn out?
Right.
You know what I mean?
But I
So-
mean, that's who his base was. That's how he tried to capture. So I get that, but I don't know. Seems weird.
It seems like a giant buzzkill for
Right.
You
So,
know.
and that was also like 10 years ago. He's 10 years older now. So
Yeah.
it's not as cute.
Right. No, but I heard Lady Gaga did an amazing job. And
saw
then,
pieces of
yeah,
it.
and then Post Malone like closed out. And I just feel like he's just like goofy and fun and
Yeah.
entertaining and is amazing.
Did you see Benson Boone's performance?
Yes, but then did you also see that he brought because he did a Queen song?
Yeah.
And then he brought the guitar player from
Yes.
Clean Out, and then he was like, "Ladies and gentlemen," and whatever the guy's
Brian.
name is. It's like fucking crickets. These kids are like 19. They don't know who he is.
They don't know.
I
Yeah.
love Queen. I wouldn't have known. I mean, I would have assumed
Yeah.
he was from Queen. You know?
Hopefully he introduced it like the lead guitarist of Queen.
No, it was literally just his name.
bummer.
I know, but that Benson Boone kid's even with the like porn stash, kind of hot.
He's cute.
It-
He was
the
on American
abs-
Idol
The abs
or
do a lot
something?
for me too. Yeah, he didn't win,
Right.
but he made it pretty far. But yeah, no, I think he's fantastic. There's another kid out there. I'm not watching American Idol right now, but when other people just are like, "Oh, this is my new favorite
Yeah.
person," and I just like see it in their Insta story. There's a kid with like this raspy, soulful voice. Oh, you know
Is
who
he
it
new?
was? I'm going to say her name because she listens to our podcast all the time. Jill Davis. You had it on your Instagram story, so that's how I know about him. I have no idea what his name is.
Oh,
but it's just
cute.
like very like soulful and bluesy
Okay.
and gravelly.
And he's young. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, he looks like he just got done playing football, took a shower, put on like a polo shirt and pants, and then all of a sudden came out and saying
Cute.
like he's been doing the blues for 20 years.
Cute.
So,
Cute.
it was very entertaining. So, I did write down the prices of the stuff at Coachella. And no, I mean, people were complaining about the prices. I guess if you have no money and you're a college student, but this is pretty typical of any venue you go to right now.
This is the price of like Little Caesars Arena.
Yeah. So it's really like a White Claw, $16.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally normal, dude.
Totally overpriced.
Yeah.
That's what you expect.
A fried chicken sandwich, $17. Okay. I don't know who's really getting dumplings at
That would be gross.
Right?
Can you imagine how sloppy? And it's already 108
or
degrees.
a spicy tuna burrito.
Ew.
Now a grilled cheese for $16. And I'd bet it's not as good as like the $3 pimento sandwich at the
in
Masters.
Augusta?
But yeah. But do you have any desire to ever go to Coachella?
No, not in a million years.
No.
I'd rather. Let me put it this way. I would rather go to Stagecoach, and I hate country.
Oh, but it's at the same place, isn't
Yeah.
it? You just think it's just set up
It's
differently?
just older crowd.
Yeah. Less like people
Less
rolling
this.
and
Yeah. But I mean, there's still a lot of people.
So I heard that it's a lot less influencers, more TikTokers, like because obviously time has moved on, changed, whatever. But basically, girls were wearing underwear and leather jackets, and it was like 1,000 degrees outside.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I gotta dress for the event. I would have like fans.
Oh my God.
I'd be
So
sitting there with my
hot.
leg up.
So hot. No, I would. That is not on my bucket list at all.
Right?
I'd rather do 8 million other things than go to Coachella.
No, and to be honest, I don't even know.
I
if
don't love
would
music
know.
festivals anyway. I love it when they have like an area for older people to sit if they want, a private bathroom, their own bar.
Well, when we went to Faster Horses, we were like in a VIP area. We had air conditioned bathrooms and like all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the only type of festival would sound appeling to me.
But we were being taken to where our seats were by golf cart, and we went through like the field where kids were like camping.
It looked like a war zone.
It was terrible.
I don't know how people do it. Now, my daughter goes to Lollapalooza every year.
That just looks hot and humid and awful.
It looks like I would have a heart attack from claustrophobia.
Chicago in August, the air's so thick.
Yes.
I can't imagine like being shoulder to shoulder with people.
For days.
Yes. No,
for
thank
days.
You. Totally
and
over it.
Just to get to like, and things happening simultaneously. So they're like, oh, we have to go to this stage. Oh no, we have to rush over here. And people like rush over.
Yeah.
And then you can't find your spot. So my daughter was explaining to me that what they do is they leave a stage early just so they can get front row to the next stage of the performance.
But then like, what if you miss like a good finale?
Exactly. They missed a bunch of stuff because they had to they went and saw Chapel Roan. I remember her saying that last year, which I would love. But then they had to miss, I forgot who they missed. Someone good. Okay. Because they had to get to the front to see.
Well, and especially when you go with a big crowd.
Yeah.
And then different people want to see different things, right? But then you don't want to separate, especially if you're a group of girls.
Yes.
So, yeah.
You got to pick and choose. Which is why the festivals are for people that are under the age of 50.
Oh my gosh. If you're going to ask me, I'm going to say under the age of like 32.
Yeah. I mean, it just does not sound appealing to me at all.
And if you're over 32, then you're probably single. I just, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah. I would rather go. One thing on my bucket list is the Kentucky Derby.
Okay. You can't compare the Kentucky Derby to Coachella.
Well, it's a festival of sorts.
Yeah, but you're not doing the Kentucky Derby like a normal 10. I know how you want to do the Kentucky Derby. Like you want the VIP treatment. Yeah. No, you cannot compare.
Right. Well, I would want that if I were going to Coachella too.
Okay.
I guess.
Maybe next year. Maybe.
It just does not sound appealing. It sounds like tiring.
No, it does. It sounds exhausting.
Yeah.
And could all the good acts be done by 8 p.m. so I could go back to the house?
Yes, I know.
Have a good glass of wine.
And go to bed.
Yeah, a couple ibuprofen PMs and go to sleep.
Now, I do have to say I went to one festival on a beach a couple of years ago, and I saw Pink. And it was in Dana Point, and it was kind of like that, but for grown-ups.
Okay.
It's called the Ohana Fest, and it's every year, and they have like one big act, and the rest are like smaller. So Pink was the main act, and it was crowded, but it was on the beach, so there was a breeze.
Yes.
And we had like, we could stand back but not, and still see her. Yeah. Because it was small.
Yeah.
So that was absolutely tolerable.
Like when we went to Wildlands in Big Sky, right? There was 2 nights, different acts, but it was great. Like our seats were like up on this platform.
Yeah.
You have the breeze of the mountains.
And you probably had the VIP.
Kind of yeah. Treatment. And you could see the stage. It was great. It's super, super fun. Right. And it does not suck to be, watching a concert and seeing, I don't know what the name of those mountains are called in the background. They're not the Grand Tetons. That's such a terrible thing to say. I have no idea. But there was some like mountain peak in the difference, and everybody would be like,
the Rockies?
Well, everybody would be like, all right, Kiefer family, turn so that we could see Mount bleh in the background. Oh. So, I mean, we have pictures of that, and then the sun's like right above it. They look really cool. Oh. I don't remember what it's called. It's not the Tetons. I feel like the Tetons are like
they're in
southern,
like the Dakotas.
Yeah, or something. Yeah. I don't know. So there's my amazing mountain America geography. I have no idea.
That's awesome. So what about these ladies that went into space?
Did you watch it at all?
No, I just watched clips because it really wasn't that fascinating, if I'm going to be honest. I loved their views. Yeah. Right? The views of what they got to see. Why they're flying in a spaceship shaped like a penis is beyond me.
But the fact that, now I get it. Rockets are aerodynamic, and it just happens to be that apparently penises and dildos are as well. Okay? Mm-hmm. But not only do they go up in, I mean, that looks more like a dildo than a NASA rocket ship. You know what I mean?
at least goes like this.
Right? It looks like a rocket.
yeah.
That 100% looks like a penis. And Jeff Bezos put 6 women in the top so that just the tip would fly off into space.
Yes.
Right? I don't know.
Can you
Seems a little
imagine? I wonder
ironic
how
to me.
risky it was.
They only trained for 2 days.
So it couldn't have been that risky.
I think that this is the next, if you are super rich and you can afford it, this is the next French Riviera, right? Your 11-minute rocket ship ride to the stars. Check it out, and then you come back down.
I'd rather go to Monaco.
Right? I have no desire to go to space. I am meant to be on Earth. That does not thrill me at all. I don't even think if he offered for me to do it for free, I would go.
Well, wasn't it 10 minutes that they were in space? Like, you can't go up and come back without it making the shortest trip in history.
Right. I mean, it takes me 10 minutes to get to my house to, like, I don't know, here.
I saw the footage of them actually, what they were viewing.
Oh, I haven't even seen that.
Oh, that was actually
that's how
spectacular.
It doesn't even freaking show up on my Insta feed.
You have to go to Blue Origin page.
Well, who the fuck cares about that? Like, if it was big, you know how much Rory McIlroy stuff is in my feed?
Same.
But these chicks are nowhere to be found.
Also, they're untouchable. And what I mean by that is they have so much money. Like Lauren Sanchez, when I lived in LA, she was a newscaster. Okay. Locally. Yeah. Beautiful. But she was like a normal, you'd look at her and go, yep, she has fake boobs. Yep. Looks like she's from California. Yep. And now she's dating Jeff Bezos. Right. So she's got whatever resource she wants, right?
I know. I was kind of interested just to see if going to space, for some reason, she'd come back and like her lips were in a different spot. You know what I mean? Or her facelift was kind of messed up. Right. You don't know. Because they didn't even have helmets on. Like, they were not like in astronaut gear at all.
I don't think they went that high. That's my theory.
Okay. You think that they just broke like...
Who knows if they even broke the barrier?
Like in Spaceballs, where it's like there's a code to get into like, and it's like open the code, and then like it just kind of opens up, and then
it sucks them in.
Get to go. Yeah, she went from suck to blow.
I don't think they went that high, and the only reason I say that is because, and I may be proven completely wrong. Yeah, but there was one scene where Lauren Sanchez was like, oh my God, you guys, there's the moon. And it looked like we were looking at it from here.
Okay.
But there was one shot of them like zero gravity. And they were all kind of floating around. So they had to be high enough. But I don't think it was that long. So have you ever seen astronauts? There was an astronaut that went up a long time ago. He has a twin brother. And they did testing on him versus his twin brother. He aged like 10 years from going into space.
No shit, really?
And his brother did not because he was here. Okay. And they're identical twins. Wow. Yeah, so it does some shit to your body. Right. For sure. Yeah. But I'm sure he was up there for a long time.
And like a real astronaut.
Yes, he was actually an astronaut.
You had to be in a spacesuit.
And he worked for NASA. Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, not a single astronaut was with these women. I mean, Jeff Bezos has created and I'm sure Elon's the same way, but created rockets on their own without taxpayer money. Love it. Good. Fantastic. Great. But then at the same time, I'm like, what is so special about your craft that you are pumping these people out to go into space? Yeah. Because
do they have the next one lined
he's
up
already been there. He went there with like Michael Strahan and William Shatner. I mean, talk about a random crew.
And also, right? I mean, William Shatner,
he was made to go to space, like Star Trek. Come on. But how about the video
Michael
I sent
Strahan?
you? Isn't it
too big?
Random. Like, what if he came back down and he didn't have a gap in his teeth anymore?
That'd be
right?
Great.
Like, what if like weird shit happens when you go to space?
Don't you have a limit on age and height, or height and weight?
I think that Jeff's team is probably more advanced than NASA, or he's stolen people from NASA.
I mean, maybe it would be kind of cool to do, although I would just always wonder, what if you couldn't capture that back and put it back on the rocket back in.
Well, it doesn't go back onto the rocket. Like it.
No, it like floats out there
The
by
capsule,
itself.
yeah.
But what if it detaches completely?
Well, it's supposed to detach completely, and then when it comes back down, then it has like a parachute, and then it comes back down.
Exactly.
So
But
if
what
your
if that
parachute doesn't go
doesn't
up, oh no,
engage?
shit goes wrong all the time. I mean, what was
I
it?
was in 8th grade when I saw the Challenger blow up.
Yeah.
We watched it. I
In
remember
class.
my teacher rolled in the cart of the TV, and she's like, okay, we're going to watch it. It had the teacher, it had all those people on it, and all of a sudden we're like,
That doesn't look
that
right.
don't look right. She's like trying to find the off button. We're like, that looks like it blew up.
Yeah.
And it did on launch.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, granted, anything could happen, like when you get in the car.
Yes.
You know, people just went down in a helicopter. Shit happens,
Yes.
right? And when it's your time, it's your time. I just don't think I can voluntarily say, I want to spend 10 minutes in a rocket ship. I mean, unless I'm in there with like Mr. Nugget, Chris and Kylie, and like my mom and dad.
Yeah, we're all gonna go
and
down
you,
together.
Like, or we're all squeezing in together. Okay. But no, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Pass.
I know.
I don't think so.
It's like that submarine thing. Remember that?
Right? Yeah. You get super rich people that want to do
They're
like the
bored.
crazy things.
Here's an idea. Donate your money.
Right.
If you're that bored and you want to spend
I know.
lots of money on stupid shit that could risk your life, how about just donate that money somewhere?
So I can tell you right now, if I win the lotto, I'm not buying a ticket to space. There'll be other signs that is
Yes,
not one.
that is not one.
So okay, but did you see Khloe Kardashian's hair?
I didn't.
Oh my God, Google
Give me some inspo because I'm getting my hair cut on Friday.
I think you would look darling with that bob.
I do like it.
Right?
It's like a
and go a
blunt
little
cut.
darker. Yes.
I don't know if I want to go darker. I want to go lighter.
Oh,
for
you
summer.
do?
Just for summer. Just a little bit more lighter.
Ooh.
But
Blonde
Ethan,
Asian,
if you're
I'm
listening,
feeling it. Does
I
Ethan
think I
listen?
want- yeah, I think sometimes.
Oh.
Ethan, this is my inspo.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to Google that.
Yeah.
I like Chris's hat too. Look at them. So what were they let people on to like cheerlead these people?
Well, yeah, because it's famous people.
Yeah.
So I guess Chris is very good friends with Lauren Sanchez. Shocker.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Yes.
So they were there for that. I'm
Very
pretty
on
sure.
brand.
But then you wonder why, like, I feel like Oprah got the invite before Gail, but Oprah was like, yeah, no, space isn't for me, but you know who would be great? Gail King.
My best friend Gail.
So Oprah was there watching. I'm sure there was other people who were there watching too, but
I'm sure.
I don't know. But it just wasn't in my social feed at all.
I wonder why. Mine either. You're right. I had to go searching for it.
Right?
Yeah. But Rory McIlroy, can we talk about that?
Oh my God.
Did you cry?
So were you watching it when you were like on your way back? Like what was your flight schedule yesterday?
Oh, I flew at, I think my flight was
Or on
12:30.
Sunday? Okay.
So I watched pre.
Oh, okay. So then when you got home, like you were able to catch like the big stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So watching him, like that Rose guy was killing it the first 2
Yes.
days. And I was like, okay, you know, he's done a shootout for.
And Bryson DeChambeau is too.
yes.
So
I don't
hot.
know. If you play for Liv, I don't cheer for you.
Oh, but they yeah.
I mean, listen, you got a $150 million payout and you get to golf when you want, how you want, and it's not that big of a deal. Congratulations, good for you. I cheer for the guys that stayed in the PGA.
Yeah.
So, but I did see that DeChambeau made a comment that Rory didn't speak to him one time, the whole time that they played.
I did too. But then I heard other commentators say like, of course he didn't. He was in a zone.
Yeah.
Like it is the highest level of competition for golf.
And it's his 11th time there.
And he's trying to
And
win.
he's trying to finally win.
Yes.
And win a Grand Slam.
Right.
So-
And so it wasn't a slight on whatever.
So-
Bryson always is also trying to get content for his
Is YouTube.
social media stuff too.
So Chris kept going on like, oh, I want Rory to win because, you know, he just got divorced and blah, 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 blah.
No,
but then
he
I
didn't.
see him and I'm like, he has a wedding ring on. So I Google it.
He called off the divorce.
He filed for divorce and then a month later they reconciled.
Yes.
So then I'm like telling Chris all of this and he goes, oh yeah, no, I had no idea.
He didn't watch Full Swing?
Oh, maybe he didn't watch that episode.
It was in
I
the
thought it was
whole
only,
episode.
he made it seem like it was only about the divorce. Was it about the reconciliation
Yeah.
too?
What he said, well, it was going down like while they were shooting it. And then at the end, I think they said they got back together. I think.
If it was written on the screen, there is a 99.9% chance while the words were up on the screen saying they got back together that Chris was on his phone like this and was not paying attention.
Got it.
But he played great golf. But
And
even
then he
though
played shit golf.
And he played shit golf. But it was one of those things where sometimes when I watch professional golf and they make it look so seamless and so easy, I expect to go out and play the following day just like that. Because why
Did you play?
Right? No, I haven't touched a club since, I don't know, September of last year. Yeah. So, but to see even the professionals falls in the creek, it ends up at the base of a tree. It's like, okay, I don't feel so bad. And then there was that darling kid. He's 25, Ludwig, his name. Yes. And I mean, when he was on 18 and the kid couldn't catch a break, sand trap to sand trap, out of the sand trap over the green, and then back over the green.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, oh, that's how I play golf.
Oh, poor guy. There's also so much pressure. But so much writing on it. People, so many eyeballs staring at you.
You see them tee off, and there are people lined up on the side of the fairway.
Yeah.
I mean, there is no chance my ball's going straight. Someone is losing an eyeball. Their orbital bone is broken.
100%.
Hands down.
100%.
I remember Chris and I golfed Mackinac Island. And when you're coming up on hole 9, you're like at the bottom of the hill, but you can see the Grand off to the left.
Okay.
And then you're teeing off. So then you have the horses and buggies immediately to your left. And then you have a bunch of like pedestrians on the other side of the road watching you golf because they're like, oh, there's actually people golfing on Mackinac Island. I was petrified. I'm like, there's no way I'm not going to spray this off to the side. I actually did hit it straight. It was an act of God because halfway through our front 9, all of a sudden this torrential downpour happened. So Chris and I were trying to make our way to, it's called the 19th Green. It's like a little like bar restaurant, like on the golf course. And so we were trying to make our way back there, but we had never golfed there before. So Chris was just trying to go back the way we came. So, and it was probably the first rain in a long time. So it's when all the rain is like sitting on like the asphalt road. So it's super slippery. We dropped Kylie off at camp. It was the first time she'd ever been away at camp before. I'm like, this is how we die on a golf course on Mackinac Island. So we waited out the rain in the bar. It probably drank like 6 Bloody Marys each and everything. So when we finished the last few holes.
You finished? I would have just been
ham boned. We didn't even play the back 9. And they were totally cool with it because the delay of everything with the rain, it really screwed up all the tee times. So we only finished 9 holes, but I was terrified that I was going to hit somebody.
Yeah, these guys, and also if you make a mistake like Rory did on whatever hole that was where he was behind, like he was ahead of Justin Rose and then he was behind.
He double bogeyed.
That's right.
Yeah.
And like, how do you come back? How do you mentally come back after you double bogey and you're on the line for a grand slam?
I know.
I don't know.
Crazy.
That's another whole mental aptitude that I don't even know how they get there.
Right? And not only, I mean, he did end up winning, but you miss a putt and you're like, oh shit, I had it.
Yeah.
And now I have to go to a shootout. To a guy who just shot 66 and I shot like a 72.
He's keeping loose. Did you see him practicing?
Yes.
I was like, why is he still at the driving range? He's done, right? He's like, oh, he's still warming up because he might have a playoff. So he anticipated that. Good for him.
Well, you would hope that if it happens, you were prepared.
Yeah.
If it didn't happen, you're like, all right, well, good for him.
Oh my God. How would he think of that? I would have been already in the bar. 2 glasses of wine in.
Yeah. I think,
and they would have been like, hey, you're up.
But when it comes to golf, I mean, regionals, Kylie's junior year, she was like, I'm done. I'm out. I don't get to move on to states. She was doing her scores and everything in the clubhouse. All of a sudden they run up and they're like, hey, 2 girls just completely bombed the last 2 holes. Now you're in a shootout with them to go to states. And then there was 3 girls competing. And one girl just had a clover leaf up her ass and birdied a putt that was, so lucky. But, she won.
Yeah.
So then she got to go to States. But yeah. If you enjoy our banter as much as we do, show us some love. Like, rate, follow, and share us with your soul sisters, your friends, acquaintances, random strangers on the street, your mortal enemy, and your family. And hey, tell us what you want our next episode to be about. It's like it's girls' night, but it's for all of us. Cheers to laughter, insights, and moments that matter. Let's keep this party going. All right, listen,
Okay.
Here's the thing. We're back.
We're back. Mr. Nugget has to stretch.
Big
Anyway.
stretch, big buddy. All right, come back.
All right. So we were talking about Rory and how cute everything was. From his daughter to the 3-par thing to his
Just
wife.
his genuine, vulnerability of just crumbling down,
Yes.
crying in pure joy. And to have to do that shootout at the end.
Oh my God.
The nerves. I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
I wanted to vomit for him.
Which is why he broke down as he did on the end, because he was just like that weight. You could just feel it in him.
And to know that to do that Grand Slam is so hard to do, that the first 3 pictures are in black and white, and then it's Tiger Woods, and then it's Rory. That's how hard it is to win all 5 majors.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
an amazing achievement.
Way to go.
Yes.
That's so awesome.
And as far as the 2 amazing weekends that happened for all the people out there, whether they were at Coachella or the Masters, I choose the Masters.
Yes.
So,
does it make you want to go out and golf this week?
oh my gosh. Yes. I'm dying to get out there and golf. It's going to be very humbling the next time I'm out there. But
especially in weather like this.
Oh, no. I'm a very fair weather golfer. The only way I will golf in shitty weather is if I committed to a tournament, like a scramble or something. Other than that, no, I would cancel golf if it was shitty outside.
Yeah. I was at the club today at lunch, and there were tons of people.
Well, they're just excited for it to be back because in Michigan, we just have such a short season.
I know.
So, yeah, I don't know, but it is officially spring,
It is.
and we
Even
did
though
have,
it doesn't look like it.
It doesn't look like it today. It's a shitty gray Michigan day. But do you do any crazy big spring cleaning?
I don't, but I have. I know people that do. Also, we do a big spring cleanup outside.
Oh, in your yard?
Yeah. I don't, but again, it's done.
Yeah. So, we have so many branches down in our yard.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Why? From the
just
storms?
from just wintertime. Just it just happens.
Yeah.
And we were it was so nice yesterday. Our plan was to go home from work yesterday and, scoop a bunch of them up, burn them, have a glass of wine, maybe a couple of backyard darts, who knows. And, but then the wind was insane.
That was insane.
We lost power for 6 hours.
Did you really?
So it was funny. We were Kylie was at the gym. I was running errands after work and Chris was still at work. But I got the alert from our alarm, oh, it's on backup cell power because there's no Wi-Fi. And I'm like, well, that's weird. That just means that the power's out. So, but then I didn't really get another alert. And then I got home and Chris is like, yeah, I can't open the garage door.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, well, and we don't have a full house generator like you have. We have one that we can plug in that's a gas one, and it runs a portion of our home.
Yeah.
Our kitchen's fully functional, the well, the hot water heater,
Yeah,
the furnace,
all the important
the
things.
essentials, right? So, and we have all the DeWalt flashlights and batteries, and Chris has everything in stock, ready to go. And every extension cord in this box that goes into the generator or a plug that works off the generator is labeled to do the internet, to do the TV, to do, all the different things. We had burgers last night, but I wanted mini tater tots. So I ran a plug to the air fryer so that I could have mini tater tots with my burger. So I was like, okay, we'll scratch the plan being outside because it's miserable outside. Shingles came off of Chris's barn.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I just feel like a wind shear went
was
down
weird.
my road.
Yeah.
Because literally it was just my section that was out of power, and everybody has like a chunk of land. So it's not a lot of houses.
Right.
But it was a big area.
Yeah.
But it was just, it was kind of
Well,
annoying.
we have that field behind our house. So we have that whole, it's sort of
open
like an
wind.
air pocket
Yeah.
back there. So it dumped over a lot of our furniture. And we have pretty hefty lawn furniture. One tipped over. It was
You
just
already put
weird.
your lawn furniture out?
Randy did this last weekend.
Oh, because it was nice.
Yeah.
You just had an itch.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He pumped up the girls' bike tires, even though they haven't rode bikes in years.
Oh, it's
It was
because he had a
sweet.
weekend by himself.
It was very sweet.
You know, he was just having a dad moment. He was nursing one girl because she had her wisdom teeth out.
Yeah.
One is away at school. You were gone, so he was just doing all the
He was
duties.
putzing around.
Yeah.
Watching the Masters. Because it was a great weekend. I just watched TV, hung out with Evie. Yeah. So it was good. But yes, it was. So I don't do a lot. I mean, I kind of do a lot of spring cleaning. Do you?
I do.
You
So this is
get down and dirty.
I get down and dirty. This is the time of year where and sometimes I tell myself I'm going to do something. If it was super nice out, then I'd rather go golfing or do something else. And I'd be like, oh, it's not hurting anybody that I haven't organized the 9,000 random aluminum cups that we've gathered over the past year.
Oh, you do that kind of spring cleaning.
Yes.
Got it.
Go through. So, but I did go through mine and Chris's supplement section of our pantry because it was overwhelming and not even really realizing what we have. And he got some new stuff and it's okay, well, let's understand what this, why did you get this? And what are you trying to replace? But there's so much stuff that I was just trying to change, the way things work. And then took a bunch of stainless steel cups out to the ranch because I'm we don't use 12 Yetis.
Are we doing toxic-free stuff? How do you feel about it?
I feel like sometimes the toxins are really good at killing the germs and cleaning the grime. I don't know.
I feel like I'm getting peer pressured into getting a toxic-free house. I thought we were doing okay, and then things I read or things I listen to, they're like, you're probably going to die of brain cancer if you don't get rid of your spatulas that are plastic.
So the brown rubber cooking utensils.
Yeah.
Apparently it's recycled tires and really bad toxic shit that you shouldn't use.
The same with your cutting boards.
So I actually have Corian cutting boards.
Okay.
Because my dad's kitchen cabinet and countertop maker, Jim Needleborg, he helped make that beautiful white cabinet at Glow. So when he would do the cutouts for the sink in Corian,
that's great.
He would have that scrap and then he would polish them down and turn them into cutting boards. Those are hands down my favorite cutting boards. I don't have any of the white plastic.
Oh, I have plastic all over the place. So the other day I was telling Randy, I'm like, should we trade these in? Not trade them in, throw them away.
Yeah.
And get these other non-toxic things because as you're cutting, I can literally see plastic.
The microplastics.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And they got to wipe off the knife because I can see it. So that's my goal for this spring is to get rid of the plastic shit in my house and replace my pans, my pots and pans, because I have a lot of old stuff. I still have pots and pans from before we got married.
Really?
Yeah. So when we moved into our apartment, when we first moved to California, we weren't even married, and we got, as part of our lease signing to this furnished apartment, it was a corporate apartment, we got a whole box of pots and pans.
Okay.
I still have those.
Were they Tefal ones where you can see how it's been scraped up at the bottom?
It wasn't even that good.
Okay.
And we just kept them. I don't know why. They're fine. And I'm sure they're filled with all sorts of shit that's shedding into our food. So I need recommendations for non-toxic stuff.
So I think it's called Caraway.
Yeah, I get that ad.
It shows
I
up
just
in my
don't know
feed.
how. I mean, they claim, right?
They claim, yeah.
But I don't know how legit.
So I mean,
And
I
the
just have a
experience-
hard time being oh, I'm just gonna drop $850 on pots and pans.
And 4 pans.
Right? So I do a lot go to like Home Goods,
Yeah.
Marshalls, TJ Maxx. So, but what I've been doing, because in the past I would buy it where it would have like that T-fall thing at the bottom, the nonstick stuff, and then that coating rips up, it gets in your food, it's supposed to be bad for you. So I'm slowly replacing them. The one thing I still have, my sister bought them for me for my wedding registry, were stainless steel pots and pans. They're beautiful and they've held up. They're Jamie Oliver ones, like back when linens and things was a thing.
Okay.
Those are beautiful and great. The only thing about stainless steel, like if you don't cook properly with them, they're a pain in the ass to clean.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, the same with, oh my God, why can't I think of it? Not stainless, but what is the other?
Ceramic?
No. Cast iron.
Oh, cast iron. Well, because you can't put those in the dishwasher.
No. Oh, and you can't put soap on them.
No.
So you got to make sure they get warm enough to get the sludge off and then put kosher salt.
No.
It's
That's
a process.
for like real chefs and people who.
And Evie likes to cook on that.
Really?
Yes. Cast iron.
I've destroyed every cast iron thing I own because not thinking. I put it in the dishwasher and then it's like rusted and gross. Yeah. And then you really have to scrub it.
But the great thing about cast iron is you can go from like browning something and putting it in the oven.
Yeah.
So it transfers awesome. But they're a pain in the ass to clean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So my goal this spring, like I said, is to try to figure that out.
Well, and my other goal is my closet is it's a war zone. It's a disaster.
Have you cleaned it out lately?
No.
Oh.
Because you know what I've done the past few times when I've had time to clean out a closet? I've done Chris's side of the closet. And then he doesn't do a very good job of keeping it organized. And I mean, I spend some time going through that
So
shit.
you clean out his stuff that he doesn't wear anymore?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're a good wife.
Yeah. Well, he won't do it.
Oh.
And then he'll complain he has nothing to wear. But I'm like, because it's cluttered with stuff that you don't even want to wear anymore. Right. So let's just get rid of the stuff that you don't want to wear. I'm like, we'll take everything out and go through it one by one. He gets so overwhelmed. So I just wait till he's like dropped or he's like,
he's gone.
Yeah, deer hunting or something. And I just go through. And typically when I get rid of stuff, it's nothing that he asks for. Mm-hmm. Or if he does, then sometimes I'm just like,
do you replace?
I have no idea. No. Oh. I mean, before we went to Mexico, Quince, because you were like, it's all about Quince. I tried a couple different pairs of shorts for him, but they're athletic sport, like golf short. He loves them. Oh, I got them in every color. And then their athletic polo shirt.
Okay,
I got
that's good to know.
I've
never bought
color.
Randy anything from Quince.
No, he loves them. It looks great on him. And I'm pretty sure it's Lululemon.
Yeah.
Convinced
I mean,
Lululemon.
it's something.
And it's like
right?
less than half
it's either
the price.
Aloe or Lululemon or another brand.
There was a pair of these like chino shorts that I got him.
Does he need to go to the bathroom?
Maybe. Do you have to go outside? Okay, then come here. Come here. Good boy. And we're back. So I got him these chino shorts. They're literally meant to put your dick on parade.
Oh.
I mean,
no,
it was like
nobody wants to see
just
that.
there. And he was just like walking around. I was like, first of all, we're returning those.
Yeah.
Second of all, maybe if you were going to go hang out on Fire Island, you'd want to wear those shorts, but you're not going to wear those shorts on the regular.
You're not going to wear them to the country club.
No, but I need to clean out my closet 100%.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff I don't wear, I don't use. Mr. Nugget's going to meet Randy.
Yeah. So I do my closet clean outs in the winter.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I don't know why. Just because I'm bored.
Oh, I can see that.
And there's nothing else
I get
to
like
do.
I get an itch this time of year. Mm-hmm. And then because during the winter, probably what I do a lot of times is I just shove things in closets, close the closet door so that everything looks clean on the outside. And then I just get snuggly and watch a show.
Okay.
And drink too much wine. But in the summertime, like I kind of have like a fire in my ass to clean things out.
Oh, I can see how that happens. Because when the sun comes out, then life is like normal again.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. And then even like stuff that I feel like I was holding on to because I was like, oh, if I lose 10 pounds, I'll wear this. Well, now I'm there. And I've put it on and I go, yeah, no, I'm still not going to wear this. You know? I mean, if it's
at least you're trying it on.
If it's a good like piece where I'm like, okay, even though I don't know if I'm going to wear it right now, it's such a classic piece. I'm keeping it.
Ooh, let's talk about the spring soiree that we're going to go to.
I know. Do you know what you're going to wear?
No.
I don't either.
Probably black. That's not very springy. But
No.
I do have a couple of formal dresses that are black.
Well,
that I've never
it's
worn.
nice. Well, one, you never wore them, so this is a great excuse to wear it. Yeah, it's the day before prom.
Yeah.
Talk about time crunch.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm excited. I don't think I have anything to wear. I don't even think I could like pretend I have something to wear.
Well,
I
you're
know.
cleaning out your closet. It's a good time to shop.
Yeah. No, it will be time.
You can get something.
Yeah. Having
We
a
have-
Diet Coke rant? Oh,
we
no, that's Keith. Red Bull.
We have a couple months. No, we don't.
No,
have
we don't.
1 month.
We have like a couple of weeks.
That's true.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Glow Medical Spa is Mid-Michigan's premier med spa for skin rejuvenation and anti-aging. The trained nurses and estheticians at Glow specialize in non-invasive facial aesthetics such as toxins, fillers, and lasers. Glow is ranked in the top 1% of all providers in the U.S. for Botox and filler, as well as Black Diamond Icon status for Hydrofacial.
Glow Body specializes in body contouring with Ensculpt Neo, Emcella, Weight Loss Clinic, and Therapeutic Massage. Book an appointment today at glow-skinspa.com. Are you ready to transform your body and mind? Rebar Fitness Studio in Midland, Michigan is what you're looking for. Rebar isn't just a fitness studio, it's a community where strength meets serenity. Whether you're flowing through a yoga sequence, sculpting with bar, or unleashing your energy in a work or pound class, Rebar Fitness Studio offers something for everyone. Their expert instructors create an inspiring and supportive environment that will have you reaching your goals and loving every minute of it.
Elevate your fitness journey, join Rebar Fitness Studio family today, and discover the workout experience you've been waiting for. You can go to rebarmichigan.com and use code LHTT15 to receive 15% off a punch card or monthly membership.
I don't know. All right, do you have any questions?
Hold.
I feel like is this a no? Are you going to ask me questions that you've asked me before?
Maybe. Maybe. You never know. I have a ton of questions that I didn't ask before.
Okay.
If you could witness any event in the universe's history, what would it be?
Oh. I don't want to live in old-timey land. I can tell you right now, I watch shows with Chris, whether we're watching this quirky little show on Amazon Prime called My Lady Jane or Our Lady Jane. It's like a spoofy spin of, what was that Broadway show we saw? Six. So King Henry, who had the six wives, like after they all kicked the bucket and he kicked the bucket, like who took over after him?
Yeah.
And it's funny. It's funny and witty. But I would not want to be a woman then. You had no power. You had no say on life or anything. Even watching 1923. I mean, to not be able to just go to the post office by myself, worried about getting like in the trees. No, thank you. That's terrible. That's awful.
Yeah. So,
but anything in the universe, I don't know, Earth being formed.
Okay.
From the tip of the Blue Origin.
Okay.
Just the tip. All right. So if you went to space, okay. So say Randy's like, I got you a trip on the Blue Origin. You're going to do the 11 minutes.
Okay.
But it could be like Gilligan's Island. They thought they were just going on a 3-hour tour.
Yeah.
And they ended up on that island for a long time. Are you bringing any necessities with you just in case?
My toothbrush.
Okay.
Because I hate having bad teeth.
Okay.
A phone.
Were you going to call people from space?
I don't know. Maybe I'll find a satellite. There's lots of satellites in space. Maybe I'll pick up a signal.
Okay.
What else? Like 3 things I can bring?
You can bring whatever you want.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd probably bring my family.
Okay, but okay. So the Price family's going up in space together.
Yeah, because if we're going to go up in space and stay in space, we're going to be together.
But the plan isn't to stay in space. It's supposed to be like Gail and Katy Perry, where you're going to be able to land again.
But aren't we planning for doomsday?
Well, there's always a chance.
Yeah. So I would bring my family and my dog. Okay. And then I would bring my toothbrush. That would be second. If we're ranking.
Okay.
If we're ranking.
No, I love it.
And I don't know. I guess I don't need matcha.
Okay. Well, I had a teeth cleaning today, and I'm proud to say I don't have any cavities.
I just heard a podcast about this guy. Okay, this guy is a little wacky. It gets a little much when we're talking about non-toxins. You know, you can go to the extreme. So this guy was just like, you can't use mouthwash. You're all cavities. You shouldn't get not a bridge. What is the other?
A crown?
Yeah, crown.
Or just a filling?
It can cause all these toxins in your mouth, and you can cause cancer.
So you're supposed to let your teeth just rot?
Well, also you can go to the extreme.
Yeah.
And he didn't have any evidence. It wasn't like he was quoting papers or any scientific backup things. He was just saying it like factual. Well, I don't know he's a physician. Who cares? You went to medical school, but that doesn't give you the license to say what is toxic and what isn't.
Well, there could be toxins in there. I think
everything has a toxin.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just annoyed because I'm like, all right, we're going a little too far. People still have to live. It's like that dude, that Brian, what's his name? Brian
the guy
Johnson.
spends like $2 million on his health every year.
Yeah, for longevity, but he doesn't really live.
Yeah, no thanks.
He spends his whole life taking supplements and going to bed and measuring all of his stuff.
Okay, but that's a different form of addiction, truly.
It is.
You know?
Yeah, he's mentally ill.
Yeah.
Okay, what is my next question? These are deep ones. What is something that you find awesome and beautiful that you think other people don't?
Broadway.
That's true.
Right?
That's a good
I'm
answer.
like,
You're
I am obsessed. And I literally had this conversation this past weekend. Like, why am I not winning the lotto so that I can be a producer on Broadway? Like, I think I would be phenomenal at it. Because I'm one of those people, I'm not going to be on stage. I'm not a good dancer. I can't sing. But I feel like I'm very good at recognizing good talent. And I appreciate the art and the craft where, you know, my dad is someone who hates musicals. Like, it has no part in his life. Didn't even like watching Disney princess stuff when I was a kid because they broke into song. Just those Elvis movies, which are so cheesy, but I loved them. Yeah, Broadway, hands down. That's an easy answer for me because you can see when it's completely lost on someone who's just not into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
What book are you still reading? The Measure?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't have a new book that you're
I don't have
reading.
a new
Okay,
book.
skip to the next one. What is something that you wish you could go back in time and tell Meko before her freshman year at Ferris?
To have a little bit more fun.
Yeah, was like cheer just like everything?
It was everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was I lived, breathed it. It was, now looking back, I didn't have the same college experience that you did.
Okay.
Like you had a very fun one. I had fun one, but in a different way.
Yeah.
Like I hung out. Those are my people. We hung out together. We ate together. We traveled together. And it was, I mean, I only knew that. So I didn't know another life in college. So also to see my daughter's perspective and what she does is so much different than what I did.
Right.
So, you know, I was there on breaks. I didn't have a spring break. I was there on weekends that other kids weren't.
Yeah.
We did community events. It was just all encompassing, right?
Yeah.
So probably just to have more fun. And I remember taking like all of my homework on bus rides.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
To different states, to different things on airplanes and, because I still had to do all of my stuff.
Oh, wow. So you guys traveled with the team? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did you only cheer for football or did you
No,
basketball?
too.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I never really made it inside the stadium, so I didn't even see the cheerleaders. I was partying in the parking lot.
And we had this coach that was, and I love her. She was a huge mentor all through my college career. But yeah, we went to every game.
Yeah.
Away, home, and then your professors just had to accommodate or not.
Yeah.
And if they didn't, then you were responsible for
Figuring it
out.
Yeah. Wow.
And she had very high expectations for everyone.
I would tell 18-year-old Katie, you're going to have a lot of fun, but you will survive if you miss out on the party because you need to stay home and study. Oh. Like, it will be okay. Life will go on. You will still exist, and all will be fine. So
yeah. So opposite.
So the opposite of you. Like, you need to call. Sometimes you could just chillax, and everything will be okay. Yeah.
But opposite of that, I had a ton of fun in my 20s.
Yeah, I was married and had a baby.
Right.
Yeah.
So I made up for it.
Yes.
At the end, I moved to Royal Oak, which was like college 2.0, except everybody had a little bit of money.
Yep.
And freedom, and so then you can meet all these other people and hang out, and
I think that you are still doing it today. Look at you, like you just had that super fun girls weekend. I feel like every time I talk to you, you have some type of girls weekend, and I love that journey for you. It's fantastic.
Randy said, he's like, oh, it's another month, it's another girls weekend. I'm not apologizing for it.
You shouldn't.
I feel like
great.
Everybody should get more friends.
No, the thing is, I still have a lot of friends, like, they have little people. You know?
Sorry.
I know. So, I love you. Call me in 10 years.
Yeah.
So, do you have one more?
Oh, no, I don't.
Okay, so I'll give you my last one. Is there any new beauty products you're obsessing over right now?
Addie brought out this really interesting beauty product when we were together this weekend.
Okay.
And it was like this pulsating light. It wasn't a light. It was more like a pulsating thing that drove the product further into your skin. Now, I don't have it, and I used it once, and it was interesting. But it made me think I should pull out my red light therapy for just the face more often, because that does the same exact thing.
Okay.
But so that's probably it. I don't have anything other than just my new philosophy is taking care of your skin versus injecting it to make it look better. So, getting the lasers, getting all the skincare to help it improve, and then getting the injectables to just add the cherry on top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any new beauty things you've discovered?
Well, I wear these collagen masks to bed, like the ones that like are like white and creamy when you put them on, and then they're like clear and like hard in the morning. And I probably wear them 4 nights a week.
Okay. Do you love it?
I do love it. And my skin is like so glowy in the morning.
Okay.
I do feel like that glowy washes off a little bit, like when you shower and like you do all your stuff. And then I use like that Zoe scrub, which I'm almost out. I got to come back and get some more. But yeah, no, I do. And it's just, my face just feels like so hydrated in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Instead of feeling thirsty.
Even if you use your fingers and have a hydration, really good moisturizer or whatever you're doing into your skin, if you like just, kind of drill it in your skin, whether it's with your hand or a mask or whatever, that's going to benefit you.
So, well, the funny thing is because I wear that like mask, like that headband with the headphones.
Oh, yeah.
So when I don't have that collagen mask on my face, I wake up with like an indent on my forehead. So I really like it when I have the collagen mask, because then it's just
keeps
like,
it. Oh my God. So this past weekend, 3 of us slept in a bunk room.
Oh, fun.
Because there were only 5, well, not only, but there were 5 bedrooms.
Yeah.
And so 3 of us slept in this bunk room, which was great. We all had our own bed. I mean, talk about old lady convention. It was like the pajamas, the eye masks, the masks, the noise machines. Everybody had their own separate noise machine. So and so walking in was just like, whoosh. Somebody had a fan on their head. I mean,
well, we all just get used to the things that help us sleep.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I have to wear this little like headband that has the headphones, because worst case scenario, when it's not charged, I'll wear my AirPods.
Yeah. But don't they hurt your ears in the
They
night?
hurt my ears in the morning, but my head just must be like 9,000 pounds because when it's on the pillow and like we have these like really like dense like moon pillow things, that I get like a reverb like back from the AirPod. And I'm like, well, that can't be good because radio frequencies are going through my brain. So
also it doesn't feel good.
No, it doesn't feel good. That's why I really love like this headband. So,
and granted, the quality sound is not like a Bose speaker.
No,
but who cares?
But that's not what it's supposed to be. Okay, so here's the new thing I fall asleep to, and this is not a dig on my husband and my brother-in-law. They just have really soothing voices. So they have a podcast called Wilder Minds. And I've been telling them that they need to be on the Calm app for years because they just have this.
Chris and Casey?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
If you can't fall asleep and you're over on whatever you find on your Calm app, listen to Wilder Minds. They're really entertaining, but the thing is, their voices are so soothing.
Are they telling stories?
Yes, they're telling all of their like hunting stories and their travels
cool.
and all that kind of stuff. I just fall asleep.
Oh.
But the funny thing is that I will kind of like wake up to something like dogs outside, Chris snoring, whatever. That's not calming, but his voice is very calming. I'll wake up and they're so funny and like witty. They'll say something and like in my sleep I'll just be like, and then I fall right back to sleep.
Oh.
So that's my new Calm app. Is Wilder Minds podcast.
So I've discovered brown noise versus white noise.
What is brown noise?
I don't know the difference. It's a little different tone.
So instead of
it's like
more
yeah, it's similar.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's on Calm, the Calm app.
Okay.
And then Randy and I have been waking up in the morning doing Jay Shetty, the Daily J. It's like a meditation in the morning, like a positive. He gives you like a story and like a positive energy, like
all right. So
meditation.
are you guys together in the morning, like
in bed?
Oh,
phone
you're
in between.
Bed. Okay. Oh, well, this is a very good bonding moment.
Yeah.
I was picturing it a little bit more zen, like crisscross applesauce,
No.
hands on the knees, some beads. But okay.
No, this is just like in my casket still. Just
Okay.
woke up.
Okay, Meko sleeps like a vampire.
I do.
If you've ever gone on a girls trip with Meko,
I'm everyone's favorite
many times
to sleep with because I am here and I don't move,
which is really
and
funny.
also don't touch me.
I'm a left side sleeper if I have to share a bed with somebody that's not my husband.
Oh, really?
I stay on my left side.
Oh.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother your hip?
Well, it does, and my neck. But it's just one of those things where I don't want to accidentally roll over and be in your space or know that you've invaded mine. So, yeah.
Can you train yourself to sleep on your back?
I hate sleeping on my back.
Oh.
And I think about this because of you, because I do get injectables in my face and all that kind of stuff. And my left side of my face always wears out before my right side. And I'll think about it really hurts my lower back to sleep on my back.
I feel like you should tilt your head up.
Okay.
And maybe your feet too. I mean, our bed is totally like jacked up.
Yeah, I don't have a movable sleep number, but
I just pillows.
I just sleep like this. So
pillows.
All right. Before we go, I just got to say I am still peeling from Mexico.
I mean, you're still tanned.
But I haven't peeled like this. I don't even know if I've ever peeled like this before in my life. And
because you wore that bullshit sunscreen.
It was fucking Crisco. They sold me Crisco. And I took my clothes off to get in the shower the other day, and Chris goes, "Did you borrow a black man's knees? Like, why are you so ashy?"
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. I took my leggings off today, and there was layers of skin.
Do you dry brush?
I've been dry brushing. I make my own body scrub, and I've been doing that. And, like, my skin feels soft and amazing. There's just this fine layer of skin.
Which is so funny because you're so olive and you tan easy.
No, I'm telling you, they sold me bullshit in the gift shop.
Wow.
We're going to fry this white
now,
lady.
instead of 3.7 stars, 2.7 stars. Fresh crap.
Oh, friends, this was wonderful.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.